What's up, y'all? This is Ty. I am here to review Season 5, Episode 3 of Greenleaf. Yes, yes, indeed. What's up to all my Greenleafers? Thank you for your comments in the last video for Greenleaf. Shout outs to Tracy Custis, Simply Be Yourself 100, Quiet Guy, Go Get a Live. I like that. Go Get a Live. I like that name. Randall Brown, Tia Divine, Atif, and we have new subscribers, Zachary Bush and Buzzer Cam H1. Thank you for subscribing and welcome, welcome, welcome. So let's get right on down to it. The episode starts off with Grace and Darius. Now Darius lets Grace know that he is going to Vegas so that he can investigate the Eden Vow Lending Company and this whole thing with Harmony and Hope. And he lets Grace know that he will be paying for his own ticket to Vegas because what? He has been fired from his job because they want him to stop investigating and stop doing his investigative story on Bob Whitmore and Harmony and Hope. They don't want him messing with the holy gentrifiers. They don't want him messing with it. This goes to tell you, this goes to show you how powerful Bob Whitmore and that Harmony and Hope is, because they're getting people fired, they're getting stories blocked, people are scared to deal with them, but Darius is going on to Vegas anyway to continue his investigation. And he says to Grace, I wish you could come with me. And here's the thing, he said, baby, yeah. You know, I gotta exaggerate, but he was like, I wish you could come with me. He gave her a little tongue. No, he didn't do it. But he said, I wish you could come with me. And he planted a kiss on Grace's sexy lips. And I'm like, oh, and Grace looked like she liked that. She like, he want that old thing back. I think they might get, I don't know. She seemed to like that. She did that little smirk. And that was a lot different from how she was when Noah, you know, her baby's father, what's the boy, AJ's father. You see how she was like when Noah was like, we should be a family. She was like, Negro, please. Like, she wasn't feeling that, but she seems to be feeling Darius. And then y'all catch tonight, this was a funny scene, when it was Grace, Noah, the bishop, and Lady May. And Lady May seemed to be so excited about Noah being back in town, and she's asking him all these questions. And she says to him, Noah, you know, when the girls leave the cabin, you can go over there to the cabin and stay there. And you know, she's just trying to hook him and Grace back together. And I'm like, this is kind of silly, because number one, everybody's grown, including AJ. So this whole thing of, you know, y'all need to be a family again. No, y'all can just take care of or help grown ass AJ. But all this, come on. I was like, what is this? What is this all about? So Grace was pissed off because Lady May, she said something that was out of line. She said something like, you know, because I'm just saying, this is a child you abandoned, and a child that Noah didn't even know existed. That was below the belt. It might be truthful, but it was a little bit below the belt. Grace stormed off, and of course, the bishop went to her and spoke to her, and he did say, well, you two do need to be a family for AJ. How old is AJ, though? Ain't AJ grown? But I understand, yes, they do need to be a family, but they don't need to be together to co-parent. And I think that's what the bishop said. They don't need to be together as one, but they need to just co-parent and help AJ through his issues. But all this, I think it's like, oh, he sees, you know, they're acting the way Lady May was speaking and the way Noah was talking. They're acting like this is a little boy. This is a grown man. I'm saying help him out, but I don't think that Grace and Noah should get back together. I think that's stupid. Just me. That's just me. Since we're on Lady May and the bishop, let's keep going with Lady May and the bishop. They are struggling to find a name for their church. And we see that, like I said in the last episode, the bishop is having memory problems. So Lady May is insisting that he gets a physical. She's like, you're going to get a physical. And as they're having this conversation about naming the church and getting a physical, because he named the church that's already like not to, she said, what are you saying? There's a church with that name. It's right down there. You don't remember going there? As they're having that conversation, here comes Charity Case walking in, getting her some fruit. She's about to go to work. And the bishop called her over, and she was like, no, Daddy, I got to go. And her mother was like, Charity Case, come sit on down here, like your father said. So they offered her a position. And she said, no, I don't want to sing at your church. He said, no, we want you to be associate pastor. She was like, I'm already associate pastor. That pissed Lady Mae off. She was like, yeah, you're the flunky, and how long are you going to be a fool over there for them? And they had their back and forth. And Lady Mae pretty much said, they're going to run you out of there eventually. And Charity Case said, no, Mom, has it ever occurred to you that I have a plan? And she's like, no, it didn't. And so they just had that. They were just like, But you know what? I don't feel sorry for Charity Case at all. And she just continues to be having these bad days. She moseys on down to work, and what happens? She finds out from Phil that Phil and Judy want her to do the welcome. Now, you're the associate pastor. They don't want you to preach. They just want you to do the welcome. So they want you to be like the Walmart greeter when you come. Welcome to Walmart. You know how you got the Walmart greeter? That's what you're going to do for the church. You're just going to stand at the welcome, y'all, welcome. You're just going to do the quick welcome, and you're going to sit on down. They don't want you, the associate pastor, to do any preaching. So, she is pissed off, and rightfully so. But again, I don't feel sorry for Charity. So good for you, Charity. I don't feel sorry for you. I think you're a snake. So you get what you get. She also has a conversation with Judy. Judy also wants her to help with the music. And she said, yeah, she'll do it because she has her own little plans. And she has this little catty conversation with Judy, and Judy's flashing her ring in her face. And they mentioned something about the tortoise in the hair. And Grace says something, not Grace. Charity says something like, have I been calling her Grace this whole time? I hope not. Well, Charity, that's who we're talking about. Charity says something like, you heard the story of the tortoise in the hair, and Judy says, let me guess, you're the tortoise? She says, no, I'm Godzilla. I was like, I was like, okay, you're Godzilla. And she said, with a big emphasis on God. And, she went into the whole thing about the man upstairs. She has the victory with him. Yeah. I was like, that was nice, but it's Charity Case. So I was like, shut up, Charity Case. I don't know. Just with her, it just didn't. I was like, I got what she was saying, but I was like, I just don't have any, whatever. So they go through all of that, and Phil goes to Charity Case, and he says to Charity, can we get things back? Hopefully we can speak like we used to. Dude, no, you were her fiance. You dumped her for this chick. You making her do the welcome. Come on. Really? You serious? And she says no or whatever. And that was, I don't know. That whole thing with Charity, I don't feel sorry for her, and I don't feel sorry for Phil either. Then we see Phil at home with Judy, and Judy mentions, oh yeah, Charity said to me that, she's Godzilla, and I like her. She's real tough. At least she's not crying, blah, blah, blah. Phil looks so miserable, and he's like, just say the grace, please. Just do the grace. Just bless the food. And as she was blessing the food and saying the grace, whatever, he looked so miserable. But you know what? I don't feel sorry for Phil either. Don't feel sorry for him. Moving right along. Okay, let's keep it on Charity. So one good thing, and I did like with Charity Case tonight, was that Charity and Lady Mae reconciled. Lady Mae came in there with the Bible, the childhood Bible. It was so cute with the little name in there. When Charity was a baby, little girl, she wrote her name. She said she wanted to be a pastor. See, the mothers know how to reel you in like that. And I was like, that's nice. So they reconciled, and she told her the offer still stands. She wasn't snappy, and I like that. And I like that moment between the two of them. And I think that she may have Charity. She tugged at Charity's heartstrings. It was like, mothers know how to do that. They know how to persuade you to do stuff. Well, baby, here, look at this. Brought the nostalgia back. Look at the Bible when you was like 2 years old. Isn't that so cute? You always wanted to preach. And she was like, yes, Ma, singing was never my calling. Like, she just reeled her in. So I think Charity maybe, she might decide now that maybe she will come and be associate pastor over at their church. And she even gives Lady May a name for the church, and I think she said it was Eternal Faith. So I thought that was nice. I thought that was really nice. Really nice. All right, on to Jacob and Chlamydia. I mean, Jacob and Clarissa. Carissa. They're still bickering back and forth. Carissa comes in there, wakes him up. I hate when people do that. If I'm asleep, just go on about your business. She did it on purpose. She's let the sun shine in. She's waking him up, telling him that he needs to pick up their son from chess or taking the chess because she got things to do. And she threw it in his face that she got to go to work and take care of the family, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, listen. And she's like, this is why I want full custody, because you don't even want to watch your own child. And he was like, I never said I wasn't going to do it. I'm going to do it. And he said, you know what? If it's going to be like this, why don't you just leave now? And she's like, no, I'm not leaving until me and my children are secure. Okay, whatever. I think that's stupid, because you can still, if you got a lawyer and a good lawyer, you can still get things secured for yourself without being in his family's house. That's stupid. So, what happened? He told her, just go. He's just annoyed with her. But then Jacob pays a visit to Tasha, and we find out that Basie is dead. They found Basie dead in some cheap motel, and they don't know where Rochelle is. But Tasha takes Basie Tasha takes Jacob to Basie's half sister so they can discuss how she feels about this whole thing. You know, this thing about the stealing of the mansion and the bishop killing Basie's father. And she pretty much repeated everything. She pretty much feels the same thing. She was like, I knew the day would come when one of you Greenleafs would come here to redeem yourself. So she pretty much believes this whole thing about the bishop killing her daddy and all that stuff. And, you know, Jacob was asking her certain questions, and he said, you know, I'll get back to you. But did y'all catch? She picked up the phone. That Tara lady picked up the phone and said, Jacob was here. Who was she talking to? Could it be Rochelle? Or is it Basie? Maybe Basie isn't there. Who knows? We'll have to find out. But I was like, who was she talking to? I thought that was really interesting. Meanwhile, Tasha, and there's a whole lot of, you know, people trying to get back together. Tasha asked Jacob, you know, did you really like me? And, you know, was it just, and he was like, no, I did like you. And he mentioned his divorce. He's getting his divorce from Carissa. And she got excited, like, you getting a divorce? And she was like, oh, good, whatever. And she tried to plant a kiss on him. And he said, no, let's wait. Let me get all this taken care of. And she was like, oh, you're such a good man, Jacob. So, you know what? Maybe Tasha and Jacob will get together the right way, because he said we need to do it the right way this time. Not all that what we did before. Let's do it the right way. And I appreciated that. I thought that was pretty cool. Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. What else happened? Yes. Let's talk about the cousins, the youngsters. Their story doesn't really move me as much, but I did enjoy their scene in this episode. It looks like Sophia and Zora are sticking together. As we know, unfortunately, Sophia's breasts was all over the internet, and Zora's helping her get it taken down. Oh, that's a miracle how they got it taken down. And Sophia's throwing out Nikki's stuff. Nikki is the friend who was going with the basketball player first, and Sophia stepped in, and now it looks like the basketball player is back with Nikki. So as she's about to throw Nikki's stuff out and calling Nikki trash, Nikki walks in, and she's like, what are you doing? That's my stuff. And she called her trash and said, you're an ugly person, even though you got a plate full of makeup on or something like that. So they get to bickering back and forth, and Nikki says something trashy about, yeah, you know, you could smell what's on me. I had something in my mouth that you'll never have again. That was real classy. Not. And so she was like, you put those pictures up of me. And of course, Nikki said she didn't. And they did their little name calling and all that stuff, and they got to fighting. And I liked that Zora took the side of her cousin and told Nikki, leave and don't come back. Leave, get out of here. And she called Zora fake for that. But no, this is family. Family has to stick together. You're the outsider. Even though I feel like Sophia should have never messed with that basketball player in the first place. That's another thing. And the girl did a low blow. She said, that's why you can't have kids or something like that. That was a low blow. And Sophia is wondering, did you tell her that? But, you know, Zora didn't tell her that. But, you know, that basketball player, maybe he's the one who put these pictures up. Who leaked those pictures? What do y'all think? I think he's the one who leaked those pictures. What else happened? Now on to AJ. AJ calls Sophia. He wants to speak to his sister. And that's the only one he wants to speak to. And he tells her, he reveals something to her. And then we see that Sophia comes out. She tells Grace, he would like to speak to you. He tells Sophia he's going to leave town and all that. Why? This dude is always, I don't know. So she goes in there and he says to his mother, he says to Grace, AJ says, there's something I want to tell you. And once I tell you it, I don't want to talk about it no more. And he mentions that while in jail, he was raped and he has contracted HIV. And so that is the reason why he tried to kill himself. Now, that was a total shocker because I was believing, like all the rest of you who was saying, remember the other dude with the dreads that kind of looked like him, that was the real AJ and that maybe he was going to reveal that he wasn't the real AJ? Nah, that's not what he did. He said that he's HIV. He has HIV. And he's HIV positive, whatever, and that's why he tried to kill himself. And that's where the episode ended. But I still believe there's more to AJ's story. We still need to know that connection. I've been reading comments and different things, different theories. Some of you believe that maybe the guy that took the rap for the pharmacy break-ins, the pharmacy, all of that, the one that's now dead, maybe he raped AJ in jail or something like that. I heard that theory. I don't know. At this point. Then somebody was saying, no, maybe AJ's lying. And one of my friends still believes AJ's lying and that the other guy is the real AJ and he's just making up this story to try to throw Grace off. Who knows? I don't know. But I mean, it was really sad to hear him say that he has HIV. And that's where the episode ended. It was a really good episode. I cannot wait to next week because we're going to find out some more stuff. We're going to find out more about Bishop and this whole thing and this mansion and all of that. And we're going to find out, I guess we're going to get more details on this whole Harmony and Hope and Bob Whitmore thing. It's just going to be really good. That's all I got. If I missed anything, y'all can put it down in the comment sections. What were your thoughts on this episode? I thought it was really good. That was not what I was expecting AJ to say. I thought that was really sad. But I think in a time like this, he does not need to run away. He needs to stay with the family and get the help that he needs. That's all I have for now. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next video. Be blessed.